I want to begin with a story I read by Howard Hendrickson. You know who he is out of one of my commentaries from Dallas Seminary. But he was doing a Sunday school conference. And he does a lot of that Christian education type stuff. That's his job. It used to be, I guess. I don't think he's still there anymore. I'm sure he's not. He's too old. Dallas Seminary. But he was having the Sunday school conference. And it was lunchtime at the conference. And they were all getting together with one another. They had their badges on, and they were going to try to find someplace to eat. And they went across the road to a little hamburger stand, and it was full. And all the tables were full, and he and the people that were with him, he saw this little old lady. He thought, well, she must be 65, 70 years old. He says, she had any place to eat. And so he said, why don't you come over here and sit down and eat with us? And you know how that is. You strike up a conversation with this lady. And he said, ma'am, he said, I assume that you teach a Sunday school class, being a Sunday school conference. She said, yes, I do. And he said, and of course, he pictured in his mind, a bunch of little old ladies, right, sitting in a class and having Sunday school time together. And he says, well, what age do you teach? Junior high boys. He kind of took back and he said, junior high boys? She said, yeah. And he says, well, how many junior high boys do you have in your Sunday school class? 14. And so he thought, boy, 14 junior high boys, got to be a pretty large church. So he said, well, how big is your church? Oh, about 45, 50. And he sits there and he thinks to himself, he says, well, how old are you? He thought she was 6 years, she's 83 years old. And as she's sitting there, she goes, I've wanted to come to a Sunday school convention all my life. I've taught Sunday school all my life. And my husband passed away the other day, or not long ago, I should say, he said. And he said, I could never get to one. It was too far away. So he said, I purchased a ticket on a Greyhound and rode all night to get to your Sunday school conference because I want to be a better Sunday school teacher. Wow. Hendrickson did some investigation. Some people he knew, and he says, now, I want to know about this little old lady. He said, how many kids have been in her class? He said, there's 84 young people who have gone to the ministry from her class, or on their way to the ministry. And he said his comment was, may her tribe increase.